In this week's Coach's Corner, I'm joined, as always, by men's ice hockey head coach Craig Russell. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
A great end to the regular season. You guys wrapped up with an 18-5-2 overall record, 16-1-1 in the MASCAC, securing first place. Are you happy with how the team kind of bounced back in the second half of the year versus the fall semester?
Definitely. We gained invaluable experience in the first half, especially our goaltenders being so young, as we've spoke about before. And our defensemen really started to come along too and really buy into the system that we were instituting this year. And the forwards were right there, and they're a talented group. And we just really started to work on things little by little every day, and really just getting that game experience in the first semester really paid off, showing with all of our games in the second.
You guys haven't lost a game since January 8th. With this bye week, having that quarterfinal bye, has that time hampered or helped the team with the momentum that you've had through the spring semester?
We'll find out tomorrow night, I guess. I think it's been fine. We got Matt Volanino back off of his injury and got his cast off the day after our last regular season game, so that's a big addition back to our lineup, obviously. But it's just good to get some time off. I mean, we finished the regular season with 5 games in 11 days, and that was a really difficult stretch for the guys, and really had to change our lineup quite a bit during the last 3 games to really rest some guys, and guys are bumped and bruised and muscle pulls and just really tired in general, and we really shortened up our practices. And I think because of that was why we were able to have our success. We're not going to really drive the guys into the ice in practices so they can't perform in games, and we just really left it to the games, and hopefully we could perform, and the guys did a great job.
Speaking about those change-in lines, without Baxters serving that 3-game suspension, how much does that affect your organization with that 3rd and 4th line going into the playoffs?
I don't think it really changes the lineup as much as it changes the energy on the bench and on the ice. I mean, Baxter just brings a tremendous amount of energy every single second he's with the guys, even in practices still. But he's a great penalty killer, provides that energy. He's a straight line player. You know exactly what you're going to get from Baxter every single shift, and he's going to sacrifice any part of his body for the betterment of the team. So we're going to need somebody to fill that role. I mean, that's a tough role to play, and Baxter has done that for us for 4 years, and hopefully we can continue to win so we can have him back.
Lastly, Fitchburg State comes down number 4 seed, having come off that win against Worcester on Saturday night. You've faced them already 3 times this year. 2-1 is the record for the season, but they were without their starting goaltender in Kirby Sari, and also one of their freshmen in Tyler Warilla is on fire right now, especially going into the playoffs. How do you shut them down, and how do you guys get the win here tomorrow night?
I think it's less about shutting them down and more about just staying the course and playing our game. Tyler Warilla is a fantastic player, and only as a freshman he's only going to get better. He's got a lot of skill. He can move the puck really well. He plays the top of their power play as a forward, which is pretty extraordinary as a freshman to see someone doing that. And then Kirby Sari's just been really solid for them all year. I mean, he was the guy that came in and shut us down at home back in November, and he's not scared, and that team's not scared to come into our barn and really know what they're up against. They know exactly what it is. They're a confident bunch, and they're going to come in and they're going to give us everything they've got. So, we've, again, just got to stay the course, and we've got to play our game, and hopefully the puck bounces our way and we score 1 more goal than them at the end of the day, and we'll be happy.
Coach, as always, thank you for your time. Best of luck in the semifinals.
All right, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.